All right, welcome to the Vocab Unit 12 Level D PowerPoint slides. Be sure to get your highlighters out and your vocab books as well. First word is appreciable. Appreciable is an adjective. It's sufficient to be noticed or measured. So I picture there of a fingerprint, and a fingerprint, if there's enough on a crime scene, then they can obviously notice it, measure it, figure it out, run it through some sort of database, and get the criminal who's in charge of the crime. The synonym for that one is detectable, and the antonym is trivial. Next one is autocratic, and that's a picture of Kim Jong-un, if you don't know who that is. It is an adjective. It means absolute in power or authority. He's the dictator of North Korea. There's no one else who really can say anything to him. The synonym for this word is domineering, and the antonym is democratic. Next word is Blanche, and Blanche is a verb. It means to remove the color from, or to make, or to turn pale. So you can blanch vegetables if you boil them in hot water. I chose this picture of this girl because, like myself, she is also pale. So anything that makes something that's white or that drains the color from something. The synonym for Blanche is go white. The antonym is blush. Next one is Blasphemy, and this is a picture of an artist's rendition of the edge of the world if the world was flat. And I chose that because, when Christopher Columbus decided to start sailing from Spain, everybody thought it was blasphemy, the fact that they thought the earth was flat and he thought it was round, so they thought it was blasphemy. So blasphemy is a noun. It's an act, an utterance, or a writing showing contempt for something sacred. So it was sacred that the world was flat, and he said, no, it's not. It's actually round. The synonym for blasphemy is profanity. It's almost like, kind of something you don't say in public. The antonym for that word is respect. Next word is brawny, and then yes, there is a brand of paper towels called Brawny with a big brawny man on the front, and it means strong or muscular, and it's an adjective. So just think of this brawny guy. The synonym for that word is burly, and the antonym for that word is frail. Next is concerted, and I chose a picture of an orchestra for concerted because concerted has the word concert in it, and think of what a concert does. It takes all different instruments and maybe voices and brings them all together to make beautiful music. So a concerted effort, means it is planned or performed in cooperation with others. You can't have a concert with one person. There needs to be background singers or different musicians, everybody working together. Concerted. The synonym for concerted is combined. Antonym is unorganized. Next word is contend, and I have a picture here of a fight, and that's exactly what it means. It's to fight, to struggle, to compete, or argue. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily have to be a fist fight, but just an argument in general. The synonym for contend, since this is such an easy word, is to assert, and the antonym is to relinquish. Next word is humane, and I chose this picture of this dog and this cat because maybe you've heard this word from the Humane Society. That's a group that takes care of abused animals, and they kind of take them in and hopefully get them adopted. Okay, so humane means kind and merciful. It's an adjective, kind and merciful. The synonym for that is compassionate, and the antonym is brutal, which would be the people that are doing those things to the animals in the first place. Illustrious is next. It's an adjective. It means very famous or distinguished. And I think that many people know this is George Clooney. He is an illustrious actor. Okay, very famous. The synonym for an illustrious is renowned, and the antonym is obscure. Someone or something you don't know about. Next word is intolerable. It's an adjective. It means unbearable. I think it is unbearable that this woman is driving with 2 cell phones in her hand, and you could see how old this picture is because she's holding a BlackBerry and a pretty old Nokia phone. But you get the point. Something that is just unbearable to even think of. Okay. The synonym for intolerable is insufferable, and the antonym is pleasant. This word irreverent is probably a hard one to wrap your head around, but a lot of times you hear irreverent with the second word being comedy, irreverent comedy. It means disrespectful. Obviously, it can mean anything disrespectful, but I chose a picture of Saturday Night Live because sometimes people have, they get kind of upset about the things that they say on there because they kind of try to push the boundaries, so to speak. So it could be, in some people's minds, disrespectful at times. The synonym for irreverent is sacrilegious, and the antonym is respectful. Next word we have is laborious. Laborious has the word labor in it, so you can think of it that way, help you to remember it that way. It's an adjective. It means not easy or requiring hard work. And this is an old time, maybe like late 1800s, early 1900s, what they would call the chain gang. It's criminals that would do hard work, and looks like they're doing something with a railroad. Maybe they're laying down railroad ties or something like that, but obviously that's definitely hard work. The synonym for laborious is arduous, and the antonym is easy. Next we have lithe, and I chose a picture of a gymnast here. It means bending easily or limber. It doesn't have to be a person's body necessarily. Could be a piece of wood, could be lithe, but that's a lot of the times you hear is a person's body. The synonym for lithe is flexible, and the antonym is taut. Maltreat. Now I have the same picture up here, maltreat, as I did for humane, and I just think about maltreat being the opposite of humane. It's the antonym of humane. So to maltreat something means to abuse or to use roughly or cruelly. Okay, and I think many of you take foreign language. They know, mal means bad, so maltreat, same thing. So it means to abuse or use roughly. Like I said, the synonym is harm, and the antonym is pamper. Next word is ponder, and this is a very famous statue called the thinker, and that's basically what it means. To ponder something is a verb meaning to consider carefully or to reflect on. And there are no antonyms for this word, just synonyms, and the synonym for ponder is contemplate. Subversive is next. I chose a picture of the Confederate flag with the word rebel. A subversive, there's two forms of it. One is an adjective, one is a noun. The adjective is intended to undermine or overthrow, which again what the Confederate soldiers and Confederate army was trying to do. The noun form of it is one who advocates or attempts to undermine a political system. I mean, if you think about it, the United States in its beginnings in 1776, we were subversive. We were trying to overthrow the government of England to become a free nation. So it could be positive, it could be negative. Most of the time it is used as a negative, though. The synonym for that is traitorous, and the antonym for it is patriotic. Synthetic is next, and I chose this picture of this girl, and I think you can tell, at least other girls in class can tell, that she clearly has hair extensions in. And synthetic means made or put together by people or something artificial. So this artificial hair, that bottom part of her hair, is synthetic. It's not real. Not natural. It's more man-made. Okay. Synonym for synthetic is artificial. The antonym is natural. Temperate is next, and I have this person here who's very angry. And if you're angry, you're not temperate. So he's not an example of temperate. But temperate means mild or moderate. So somebody that has a calm personality, somebody that really does not fly off the handle very easily, does not lose it very easily. They kind of even temper would be temperate. Okay. The synonym for that word is mellow. Antonym is harsh. Venomous, this one's probably one of the easiest ones that you'll have this unit. Venomous is an adjective. It means poisonous, spiteful, or mean. So we have a picture here of a venomous snake. Very easy to remember this one. The synonym for this word is malevolent. Again, mal meaning bad. And the antonym for this word is benign. And finally, we have wily. Wily is an adjective. It means sly, shrewd, or cunning. And it's kind of a pun that the character from the Looney Tunes name is Wile E. Coyote. He is actually not smart, sly, shrewd, or cunning. He's kind of an idiot. So it's kind of a pun that, it's kind of ironic that his name is Wiley, because he's just the opposite of that. But think of it as the opposite of him. Okay. The synonym for that is tricky, and the antonym is dense. Okay, those are your words. Get to studying.